Hi, it's Darnell with Wave Oven Recipes, and today I'm going to be cooking up a whole chicken along with some almond flour brownies in the Ninja Smart Double Oven, and we'll see how it does with that double cook. And let's get cooking right now. So there's a lot of ingredients to go over here, and I'm going to start with the brownies. And so I've got 2 cups of blanched almond flour here. I've got 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of guar gum, a 1/4 cup of granulated sweetener. Use the one of your choice. I'm using a urethra monk fruit blend. A 1/2 cup of cocoa powder. For the wet ingredients, I've got 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Got 2 large chicken eggs here. I'm going to be using a 1/4 cup of honey, and I've got 1 1/2 sticks of melted butter. That's basically 12 tablespoons or 3/4 of a cup. I'm going to go ahead and mix the wet into the wet bowl, dry into the dry bowl. After I do that, I'll take the wet ingredients, put them into the dry bowl, mix it all up to make a batter. I'm going to spray a 9-inch bake pan I have back here with some extra light olive oil, and I'll pour the whole batter into that pan there, and that'll be the brownies. Alright, so I've got the chicken here. I've covered it with some ranch seasoning and some Old Bay seasoning. Give it a little mild, a little heat. See how that turns out. This is a 5-pound whole fully thawed chicken here. So now I'm going to turn the cooker on, and up top here I'm going to have it on bake. Temperature is 350, 30 minutes. On the bottom, got it on the whole roast. For the temp, I'm going to leave it at 375. I'm hitting the preset. I'm going over to a large chicken. It's a large chicken there. Now for the doneness, I need to adjust. Well, I guess I press preset, and then I guess I don't get a doneness for a large chicken, because I guess there's only one way to cook it. I guess it's going to do it well done. So I'm not going to use a smart finish because I want both top and bottom to preheat. So I'm going to go ahead and hit start. I'm going to let them both preheat, and depending on which one's done first, then I'll put that one in, whether it be the bottom or the top, and then I'll get the other one in. Alright, it looks like both have finished their preheat. I guess it does like a 3-minute thing where it preheats for 3 minutes and then it just starts going. So we got the chicken in there. Move that thermometer so we can fit it in, and it fits. Get the brownies up top here, put those in, close things up, and just start things going. So we see that the chicken's currently 38 degrees, pretty cold, and our brownies going ahead counting down. We'll let things cook. I'll bring you back. Alright, things have been cooking for 25 minutes, so I'm pausing to check things up top here, because the pan, the height of the pan, I can't really see it too well even with the light on, how things look. Yeah, it's going to need more time. It's going to need that last 5 minutes. So I'm going to let things continue, and then we'll check the brownies again in 5 minutes. But I don't know if I need to check the brownies again. Then I know this cooker, when doing long cooks with both top and bottom, doesn't do the same as it might do with just one level, because I know that these brownies would cook up just fine by themselves, but doing 2, it might not be able to distribute the heat the same on long cooks. On short cooks, like in the initial review where I did some cookies and some salmon, but the cookies didn't take very long, everything seemed to go really good. But we'll come back in a moment. We'll see how things look. Alright, so the top cook time is coming to an end. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the top and check it out one more time. Yeah, it feels done now, so we're good. It's able to cook things in a predictable amount of time and do 2 layers as well as it does a single layer, just like in the initial review video. And if you haven't seen that, be sure to check that out. here on the channel. I'm going to let those brownies cool off for a while. Let that chicken continue to cook. But basically it is proving, just like I said in the initial review, where I showed it and did a double cook there as well. You can do top and bottom, and it doesn't seem to take any longer. So we'll see, how long the chicken takes. So far, about 30 minutes, but we'll let it keep going. I'll bring you on back. Alright, an hour 22 minutes and chicken is done. That's just slightly faster than in my Ninja Foodie XL Pro air fry oven. About the same, but maybe minutes faster. But I didn't move the chicken at all. I didn't do anything. I just let it sit there and just keep on cooking. I want to try and get this into the thigh meat. Yeah, we're like in the 190s down there. Or was that the 160s? It was the 160s. Yeah, it's like 180s down there. I think it was 190s down there in the thigh. So it's hotter in the thigh than it is in the breast meat. And let's see. I'll get this, try and get this meat probe out of here. Alright. I'm just going to spin it this way. And take the tongs and set it there on my cutting board. But you see that, the top got a little bit of char on it, and I don't mind. Top got a little bit of char, but things look pretty good overall. So I'm going to let it sit here for maybe 5 minutes or so, just reabsorb some juices, and then we can do some cut and plate and taste testing. Alright, so I gave things time to rest here with the chicken, and the brownies have been setting for a good while, so I know they're good and cool. But I'm going to go ahead and get some brownie out of here. Let's see if I can get it out without making too much of a mess. We'll see. Chop a piece off here. There we go. I think that'll be okay. There we go. I'll take that. I'll just take that as is. Now I'll try and cut myself off a piece of chicken. Any mistakes, issues, or not done right as far as cutting is concerned is because I don't claim to be an expert cutter. It's not the knife's fault. It's the cutter's fault if the cutting doesn't go well. But look at that. That looks good and juicy. It's got meat coming off of it. I mean, juice coming off of it. Got meat coming off of it. Got juice coming off of it. So it's good and juicy. Looks good. Just give me some piece of the chicken here for taste test purposes. I'll just take this here, not there. So we got some chicken, we got some brownies. Let's go ahead and do a taste test. So thank God for some chicken and brownie, and let's go ahead and taste. I'm gonna try and get this piece of skin here on with my chicken so I can get some skin and chicken meat. That's good. That's real good. I could eat some more on camera, but I'll get some afterwards. I'm going to try the brownie now. All I gotta say is dinner is served. It's all good. It's all good. It all turned out well. I really do like that for this cook, where things were taking a good bit of time to cook, that it cooked everything up in a normal amount of time. Where, I was cooking two things that take 30 minutes or more to cook, everything still cooked in the time that it would take with a single cooker that wasn't a double oven, like a single oven. Each one would take about that long anyway. And so it did pretty well. I mean, it does a 3-minute preheat, but everything cooks about as quickly as it would with most other cookers. So it's all good. Two things at once. it does it well. And so I definitely do like that. I mean, you've got the top that is smaller and all that whatnot, but still, you can cook two things at once. That's pretty neat. And so, you know, it's all up to you from there. And so nothing in this video is sponsored. Nobody gives me anything. I don't take anything from anybody. I like to be independent like that. And so in the video description are lots of ways to help the channel, such as my cookbook, merch membership, donations, all of that good stuff. You can check out the referral link to Amazon, pay the same price, help the channel. Also, you can always check out my blog, superwaveovenrecipes.com. Lots even more recipes there for things. And so, with all of that said, if you did like the video, please give it a thumbs up, share the video with a friend, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification icon, and good eating.